Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for those moments that reshaped the world of television.
Are you kidding?
It's me!
Number 30, Ross says Rachel. Friends. Obviously, this beloved 90s sitcom wasn't the first to do a will they won't they romance, but it seems like every show since Friends has shades of Ross and Rachel's arc in it.
I have sexual feelings for him, but I do love him. Oh my God. Oh, why didn't you tell me? We thought you knew. We? Yeah, we all know. We talk about it all the time.
Would there even be a Jim and Pam or a Janine and Gregory without them? These two had a rocky road, but for many, they didn't really become an endgame pairing until after Ross got married to another woman. Once Ross said his ex-girlfriend's name at the altar instead of his soon-to-be wife, the writing was on the wall.
I, Ross.
I, Ross.
Take thee, Emily.
Take thee, Rachel. Emily. Emily.
It was a screw-up so big, we had to wait an entire summer to see its conclusion in the season 5 premiere.
I think we'd better start again. Yes. Ross, repeat after me. I, Ross.
I, Ross.
Take thee, Emily.
Take thee, Emily. I don't think there'd be anybody else.
Number 29, Roll Call, Hill Street Blues. One thing you could always count on with this cop show was the daily roll call. It was a clever way to introduce different storylines and bring in an ensemble of characters, some who'd just pop up for the episode and others who kept coming back.
So let's be mindful of the kind of mood out there today and try to maintain a diplomatic profile. Give people the benefit of the doubt. I'd rather you let slide a few misdemeanors than have a repeat of what went down last night.
Up until then, crime dramas usually started and ended with a brand new case every week, but this setup made things feel more authentic and gave the characters some real depth beyond their badges.
Having pounded some pavement in my day, I can well understand a certain professional zeal, as it were, vis-a-vis batting averages and squad room arrest pool. But let us be mindful of the judicial climate out there.
Sergeant Phil Esterhaus always signed off the same way, reminding everyone about the risks of the job. It became the show's signature moment, and to this day sums up its legacy.
Hey, what do you say? Let's be careful out there, huh?
Number 28, Sam and Diane's first kiss. Cheers. Would there ever be a Ross and Rachel without Sam and Diane?
So, what do you say?
Sam, you talk a lot about our having a dalliance, but I've always been told that barking dogs don't bite.
Biting, is that what you're into?
There's technically no official record saying they were the first will they won't they couple, but that's exactly how they felt to modern audiences. It was a chance meeting and a jilted bride-to-be that brought these two into each other's lives.
I'm probably gonna regret this, but you could work here.
Really, it was a classic case of opposites attracting, even if they didn't know it yet. Throughout season 1, viewers loved watching them butt heads, mostly because of all the tension bubbling underneath.
See you at the wedding. Do I get to kiss the bride?
I think you know what you can kiss.
It was only in the season 1 finale that they finally surrendered their real feelings. If you ask us, Sam and Diane walked, so all future will they won't they couples could run.
You know, I always wanted to pop you one. Maybe this is my lucky day, huh?
You disgust me. I hate you.
Are you as turned on as I am?
More.
Number 27, Mr. Hooper's death. Sesame Street. You wouldn't necessarily expect it from a kids show, but Sesame Street has always been ahead of the curve, from making diversity a priority with its cast and crew early on, to the way it didn't talk down to its young viewers.
Mr. Hooper died. He's dead.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Well, I'll give it to him when he comes back.
Big Bird, Mr. Hooper's not coming back.
One that stuck with us is how the show addressed the passing of one of its actors, Will Lee, who played Mr. Hooper. Instead of sidestepping the subject or quietly recasting the role, they decided to teach children about death and grieving.
We can all be very happy that we had a chance to be with him and to know him and to love him a lot when he was here.
And Big Bird, we still have our memories of him.
Apparently, they consulted with child psychologists, development experts, and even weighed up the religious side. After it aired, feedback showed kids understood the message without being left emotionally scarred.
But I don't like it. It makes me sad.
We all feel sad, Big Bird.
He's never coming back.
Number 26, The Doctor regenerates. Doctor Who. Just a few years into its original run, actor William Hartnell stepped away from the series due to ill health. This left the showrunners in a real bind. How do you keep Doctor Who going without a doctor? And if they recast him, how would they explain it to the audience?
How are we going to survive?
We would have loved to be a fly on the wall when they came up with their ingenious solution. The Doctor would simply regenerate, meaning whenever he was fatally hurt, his body could renew itself and take on a new look. Fun fact, the word regeneration wasn't actually used until the third Doctor.
When a Time Lord's body wears out, he regenerates, becomes new.
That's why we can live such a long time.
Since then, they've kept expanding that law and even revisited the 12 regeneration rule.
Okay, so you're number 12.
Well, number 10 once regenerated and kept the same face. I had vanity issues at the time. 12 regenerations, Clara. I can't ever do it again.
Number 25, Maud's Dilemma. Maud. During the landmark Roe vs. Wade case in the 1970s, Maud made history as the first show where the lead considers having an abortion. In this two-part storyline, 47-year-old Maud learns that she's pregnant. She then has to figure out if having a baby now fits into her life.
Weren't you using the pill?
No, it gives me migraines.
What did you do, Mother? Cross your fingers? Well, you're not going to tell me you were using some old-fashioned method.
Bingo! And the old-fashioned thing happened. I got pregnant.
The storyline brilliantly and sensitively addresses the wider conversations surrounding abortion.
It's a simple operation now. But when you were growing up, it was illegal. And it was dangerous, and it was sinister, and you've never gotten over that.
In the end, she decides to have one. And what's powerful is that there's basically no judgment. Well, not on screen, anyway. Norman Lear reportedly had to fight to get it to air, and of course, protests followed. Still, it was an authentic portrayal and a huge step in bringing the subject to primetime.
Just tell me, Walter, that I'm doing the right thing, not having the baby.
For you, Maud, for me. In the privacy of our own lives, you're doing the right thing.
Number 24, Flash Forward. Lost. The flash forward in the 6 Feet Under epilogue still gives us chills to this day, but it was the use of that device in the season 3 finale of Lost that left us completely shook.
Don't hang up, please. I know what you said. I just need to see you.
Viewers were so used to Lost using flashbacks to flesh out the characters' lives beyond the island, so why would we expect things to be any different now, right? Well, in one final flash, we see Jack and Kate meet.
Saw you on the news. Still pulling people out of burning wreckage, huh?
Old habits.
Wait, what? How is that possible? Then the penny dropped. We weren't in the past. We were in the future. It really showed how far writers could bend plot devices and timelines, not to mention instantly cementing its place in pop culture with 5 words.
We have to go back!
Number 23, Meeting Archie Bunker, all in the family. Explosive, vulgar, and gut-bustingly funny, the Bunker family patriarch crashed onto the TV screens for the first time in 1971.
I suppose you're gonna tell me that the black man has had the same opportunity in this country as you?
More. He's had more. I didn't have no million people out there marching and protesting to get me my job.
No, his uncle got it for him.
Right away, the irascible Archie Bunker gets into a heated discussion with his daughter and son-in-law about religion, a discussion that was probably happening in millions of American households. But at that time, primetime network TV was not exactly known for being that controversial, especially in sitcoms.
Did you know that, Edith, that we had a pair of atheists under this roof?
Maybe if we could just eat a little something.
Will you stop it, you silly dingbat?
Creator Norman Lear faced pushback right away. Everyone from viewers to critics to the show's network seemed scared of Archie Bunker's frank observations. It didn't matter. The show eventually earned a devoted audience and became a cultural institution.
Every family had or knew someone like an Archie who made us cringe.
Number 22, Murphy Brown's single motherhood speech. Murphy Brown. It was already groundbreaking when Murphy decided to become a single mother. Yet this storyline drew plenty of backlash from conservatives.
It doesn't help matters when primetime TV has Murphy Brown.
He is talking about you.
Epitomizes today's intelligent, highly paid professional woman, mocking the importance of fathers by bearing a child alone and calling it just another lifestyle choice.
It even went so far that Vice President Dan Quayle gave a speech claiming characters like Murphy Brown were mocking traditional family values. Never mind that the father in question had no desire to raise a child. Thanks to Brown's platform on the show, she was able to respond to Quayle's remarks in a way that still feels timely today.
And in searching for the causes of our social ills, we could choose to blame the media, or the Congress, or an administration that's been in power for 12 years, or we could blame me.
Many credit the characters with opening the door for single mothers to be shown more often on TV. And when Candice Bergen won another Emmy, she made sure to mention Quayle in her speech.
Whether by choice or circumstance, families come in all shapes and sizes, and ultimately, what really defines a family is commitment, caring, and love.
Number 21, The Candy Factory, I Love Lucy. Lucille Ball's influence still looms large over TV comedy.
Ricardo, I'm going to put you to work chocolate dipping. You say you've had experience.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm a dipper from way back.
Yes?
They used to call me the Big Dipper.
To watch an episode of I Love Lucy is to see the origins of gags and setups that we've seen hundreds of times since. But few have left as lasting an impact as Lucy Ricardo, trying different careers and hysterically failing. Whether it's accidentally getting drunk during a spokeswoman gig or stomping grapes in Italy, nobody could mess up a job like her. This scene sees her and Ethel Mertz wrapping candies on a conveyor belt. They lose control almost immediately, shoving the candies into their mouths, leaving the studio audience dying with laughter. Its impact is a testament to the show's enduring popularity and the legendary status of its star.
Here she comes.
Number 20, Jumping the Shark, Happy Days. Many Happy Days fans would argue that introducing Arthur Fonzarelli, aka Fonzie, completely transformed the show. And while that's hard to dispute, the writers jumped the shark when they literally had him do just that.
Shark? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Stupid, yes. Also dumb, but it's something I gotta do.
Fonz, you're not jumping over garbage cans on a bike.
That moment became a cultural benchmark and gave us a term for when a once-loved show goes overboard to chase ratings.
You gotta understand something. This is life here. This ain't games. Now, are you driving for me or not?
All right. But you get your legs bit off by that shark. Don't you come running to me.
The phrase is thought to have been coined by John Hine and his roommate Sean Connolly, inspired by the ridiculous plot where Fonzie actually jumps over a shark, a stunt apparently meant to show off Henry Winkler's real water skiing skills. In 1997, Hine even launched a website cataloguing other shows that jumped the shark and invited others to contribute too.
We did it!
Yeah? You did the challenge.
Yeah.
But what did you really win?
Number 19, The Kiss, Star Trek. The original Gene Roddenberry science fiction series broke ground in more ways than one. But among its most important and memorable moments was this scene in the Season 3 episode, Plato's Stepchildren.
I'm so very frightened.
That's the way they want you to feel. Makes them think that they're alive.
I know it. But I wish I could stop trembling.
Captain James Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura shared a kiss under the powerful influence of a nefarious group of aliens called Platonians. Their embrace made a lot of network executives nervous. There was a reason. William Shatner was white and Nichelle Nichols was black. And this was 1968, only 1 year after interracial marriage became legal in the United States.
The drama of, oh my God, a white guy's kissing a black girl on camera, wow. To me, it lacked that.
Although for years it was incorrectly identified as the first interracial kiss on network television, it was probably the most famous instance on American network television up to that point.
Apparently, this was the largest fan mail that
Paramount had ever gotten on Star Trek in one episode.
Number 18, Time Enough at Last. The Twilight Zone.
From the moment it premiered in 1959, Rod Serling's twisted, bizarre, and allegorical anthology series was pushing buttons and broadening the scope of television storytelling.
You should thank me, really. A grown man who reads silly, ridiculous, nonsensical doggerel.
This isn't doggerel. There's some very beautiful things here.
The Twilight Zone soon became famous for its twist endings.
One of its most enduring conclusions came at the expense of voracious reader Henry Bemis, a bookish man who is the lone survivor of a nuclear blast and manages to see the bright side.
Books! All the books I'll need. All the books I'll ever want. Shelley, Shakespeare, Shaw.
He finally has time to read. Then he breaks his glasses. Left completely alone and unable to see, his post-apocalyptic dream becomes a nightmare. This unforgettable climax has been referenced and parodied ever since.
That's not fair. That's not fair. There was time now. Oh, it's not fair.
Number 17, Don pitches The Carousel. Mad Men. This AMC period drama examines mid-century America through the eyes of men, and eventually women, who shaped the culture through advertising.
The most important idea in advertising is new. Creates an itch. You simply put your product in there as a kind of calamine lotion. But he also talked about a deeper bond with the product.
In the first season finale, genius ad man Don Draper manages to break our hearts and beautifully expose the show's entire thesis in one achingly brilliant scene. His pitch for the Kodak Carousel, a photo projector, includes his own family photos.
It takes us to a place where we ache to go again.
It simultaneously illuminates Don's failing marriage and exposes the great lie his career is based on. Even as it pulls at your heartstrings, it's making us face the reality that nostalgia, like advertising, is something that's only constructed and made to seem real.
Round and around, and back home again. To a place where we know we are loved.
Number 16, Luke and Laura's Wedding, General Hospital. From their summer on the run to their legendary marriage, Luke and Laura Spencer were a worldwide sensation.
The media wedding of all time, Luke and Laura, actor Tony Geary and actress Jeannie Francis, having survived terror and plots, tying the knot in one of the most popular soap operas of all time.
In November 1981, 30 million people tuned in to watch them tie the knot in front of all the citizens of Port Charles, New York. The episode still holds the record for most watched episode of a soap opera.
Luke and Laura, it is with great admiration and affection that we share with you today the joy of this, your wedding day.
Not only was it huge for daytime drama fans, but the event was credited with lending legitimacy to the entire genre. Actors Jeannie Francis and Anthony Geary became bona fide superstars. Luke and Laura's Wedding was the culmination of a new era of daytime serials, one that revolved around the super couple.
The popularity of the actors and actresses on General Hospital is a phenomenon. 1 in 15 Americans is said to watch this show. Crowds follow the actors on the streets.
Number 15, The One Who Knocks, Breaking Bad. At first, Walter White just seems like a desperate guy driven to desperate measures.
If he caught you, at least this would all be over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a tremendous weight just lifted off of me. Now I understand myself. Thank you. Thank you.
What starts out as an illegal side hustle to offset the cost of cancer treatments gives way to something else entirely. And this season 4 sequence makes us realize how far gone he is. Delivered brilliantly by Bryan Cranston, the monologue sees Walter spelling out who the real villain is here.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see?
He never was the mild-mannered chemistry teacher we thought we knew. He's proven himself from the beginning to be cruel, manipulative, and full of rage. He is the danger. He's shameless, almost boastful, perfectly encapsulating the TV anti-hero of the age.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Number 14, Bob Newhart gets meta. Newhart. In the series finale of Bob Newhart's second sitcom, his character is knocked unconscious by a golf ball.
I've got to get
He then wakes up in the bedroom from his previous sitcom, in bed next to his former co-star Suzanne Plachette. The scene was filmed under complete secrecy, with fake endings leaked to the press to keep them from spoiling the surprise.
Nothing made sense in this place. I mean, the maid was an heiress. Her husband talked in alliteration. The handyman kept missing the point of things.
While Saint Elsewhere had shocked audiences with its "it was all just a dream" ending a couple of years before, Newhart took that conceit and pushed it even further. This wraparound, universal wormhole ending was insane for the time.
There were these 3 woodsmen, but only one of them talked.
That settles it. No more Japanese food before you go to bed.
Number 13, The Contest, Seinfeld. Several episodes of this show about nothing changed the way TV comedies functioned.
I didn't know whether to try and keep her from falling or zip up.
What did you do?
I zipped up.
So she fell?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't run over there the way I was.
Seinfeld could spin comedy gold from situations as mundane as waiting for a table at a Chinese restaurant.
But perhaps its most audacious feat is a scene from a classic episode, The Contest, where the core 4 characters have an entire discussion about self-pleasure without ever saying the word.
Did you make it through the night? Yes, I'm proud to say I did.
So you're still master of your domain?
Yes, I am. Master of my domain.
In fact, that's what makes it devastatingly funny. Instead, they resort to euphemism and innuendo that just gets more unhinged as the scene goes on. It presented a fresh, innovative way to broach offensive topics without aggravating the censors.
The question is, are you still master of your domain?
I'm queen of the castle.
Number 12, The Red Room, Twin Peaks. Even with all its quirks, the first episode or 2 of David Lynch and Mark Frost's surreal soap opera Whodunit isn't completely off the rails yet.
She's my cousin. But doesn't she look almost exactly like her farmer?
It's only when FBI agent Dale Cooper first dreams of the Red Room, a sort of dimensional nexus between worlds, that the show really announces itself as one of a kind.
While there, Cooper finds himself with a person who speaks cryptically and Laura Palmer, the high schooler whose murder he's come to Twin Peaks to solve.
She's filled with secrets. Where we're from, the birds sing a freshly song.
The whole scene is packed with eerie and unforgettable images. Creators of shows like The X-Files, Riverdale, Atlanta, and even The Sopranos were all influenced by the series' use of dreams and surreal imagery to illuminate the story. Number 11, Chuckles' Funeral, The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Recurring character Chuckles the Clown was the butt of all kinds of jokes by the madcap news crew of WJM-TV. This trend continues even after his death and at his own funeral, no less.
I wonder which ones are the other clowns.
You'll know soon. They're all gonna jump out of a little hearse.
This is a funeral. A man has died. We came here to show respect, not to laugh.
The writers of The Mary Tyler Moore Show won a well-deserved Emmy for this classic episode that finds an equally hilarious and profound way to deal with death and grieving. Given how absurd it all is, it's hard not to crack up alongside Mary Richards as she tries to keep it cute out of respect for poor dead Chuckles.
Mr. Fee-Fi-Fo would always pick himself up. Dust himself off and say, I hurt my poo-poo.
But that's what makes this scene so great. It's hilarious, but it's also human.
Go ahead, my dear. Laugh for Chuck.
Number 10, Bill and Frank's Last Dinner, The Last of Us. One episode of this HBO adaptation of a celebrated video game had everyone talking. In a post-apocalyptic America, survivalist Bill takes in a traveler named Frank, and the two share many blissful years together.
I'm old. I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
But as Frank becomes weaker due to a progressive illness, Bill decides to spend one last day with him before Frank ends his own suffering. As they share a last meal and a glass of wine, Bill reveals they'll be dying together.
From an objective point of view, it's incredibly romantic.
And then we all wept. The episode won several awards and was lauded for presenting a story about a mature gay couple.
Take me to bed.
Number 9, Kimball catches the one-armed man, the fugitive. For 4 seasons, TV viewers watched as Dr. Richard Kimball was wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife and evaded police to find the killer for himself.
For the first time, I feel I'm really close to something.
It had to happen someday. You knew that. I'm sorry. You just ran out of time.
Then, after 4 seasons, the unthinkable happened. He actually caught the one-armed man, the shadowy figure truly responsible for her death.
Yeah, I killed her. Now I'm gonna kill you. Won't have to worry about you again no more.
After years of running, Kimball can finally walk free. This was so huge for the era because this was a time when TV storytelling just wasn't taken seriously. It was almost unheard of for a show to have a proper conclusion in its series finale. The Fugitive paved the way for episodic stories that had a complete arc.
You saved my life. He confessed up there for what it's worth. I'm afraid you'll know what that's worth.
Number 8, Sammy's Visit, All in the Family. We've already talked about Archie Bunker's impact, but now let's talk about the episode Sammy's Visit. In it, Sammy Davis Jr. stops by after leaving his briefcase in Archie's cab. Archie's thrilled to have him over, but that doesn't stop him from making his usual off-color remarks.
If God had meant us to be together, he'd have put us together. Well, look what he's done. He put you over in Africa, he put the rest of us in all the white countries. Well, you must have told him where we were, because somebody came and got it.
Apparently, Davis actually asked for his guest appearance, and the writers built a realistic setup around it. Their back and forth is funny and sharp. Davis handles Archie's comments with humor and grace.
You can tell the difference between black and white. And I have a deep-rooted feeling that you'll always be able to tell the difference between black and white. And if you were prejudiced, you'd walk around thinking that you're better than anybody else in the world. But I can honestly say, having spent these marvelous moments with you, you ain't better than anybody.
But the moment that steals the show comes at the end, when Davis totally disarms Archie with a kiss. It's a perfect, funny, and quietly powerful moment that turned into a classic piece of TV history.
Now on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Number 7, Who Shot JR? Dallas. Does your favorite show always end a season on a cliffhanger? Thank Dallas for that one.
I'm sorry, Daddy, they beat me. JR whipped me just like Jock did you. There's not a whole lot left I can do. Except stop JR for good.
Third season finale of this primetime soap ended on a mysterious note. Megalomaniacal oil baron J.R. Ewing sits alone in his office late at night. He hears a noise, goes to investigate, and is gunned down by an unseen assailant. Viewers had 2 questions. Would J.R. survive? And who shot him? Was it his ambitious younger brother Bobby? Could it have been his long-suffering wife, Sue Ellen? Or how about her lover, Dusty?
He's got to be stopped. He's going to teach my son to be just like he is, and it's going to go on and on and on.
Sue Ellen, I've told you, it doesn't have to be that way.
You don't seem to understand. He is dangerous, and he's got to be controlled.
The cliffhanger ending had audiences speculating all through the summer of 1980. When the show returned in the fall, the season premiere scored an unbelievable 76% of that night's TV viewing audience.
I'll kill him. I swear I'll kill him.
Take a number. There are a few of us ahead of you.
Number 6, Ellen comes out. Ellen. It was big enough news that Ellen DeGeneres came out in real life, but the scandal that occurred once her sitcom avatar made that big leap was a completely different animal.
Are you coming out or not?
Yeah, Ellen, quit jerking us around and come out already!
What is the big deal? I've got a whole hour.
The two-part puppy episode from 1997 was an auspicious event. Not only did it include guest stars Laura Dern and Oprah Winfrey, it was the very first time a main character on a series came out as gay midway through its run.
When Ellen's character made her announcement over the airport intercom, it was to the cheers of a studio audience.
Public reaction was not as joyous.
I'm 35 years old. I'm so afraid to tell people. Susan, I'm gay.
Advertisers and special interest groups trashed the show. Ellen only lasted one more season, and DeGeneres and Dern both faced career repercussions as a result.
You were punished as well. You didn't work for a year just because you were on that show.
Yeah.
And you're not even gay, but people thought you were gay.
Yes. Number 5, Kunta Kinte's name, Roots. Based on the 1976 novel by Alex Haley, this ABC miniseries was the first mainstream American TV project to delve into the horrors of slavery.
There's no riverbank. Where's the Earth? The Earth is gone.
The miniseries made the brilliant decision to cast familiar white actors in the roles of slave owners and antebellum racists to draw its audience in. Over 30 million people watched the second episode, which comes to a climax with Kunta Kinte refusing to answer to the name Toby, given to him by the slave owner who's purchased him.
No, that's your African name. Must give you a new name. Must say, you name Toby. Hey, what's the matter with you? Cut me loose. Kunta Kinte.
He is whipped until he does so. The scene is relentless, even by today's standards, and pushed the boundaries of what could be shown on network TV.
Your name is Toby. You're going to learn to say your name. Let me hear you say it. What's your name?
Kunta Kinte.
Number 4, the final scene, The Sopranos. In the 2000s, there may have been more viewing options than ever before, but HBO's mob-centered masterpiece was appointment television. Over 11 million people tuned in to see how Tony Soprano's story would end.
Onion rings. Best of the state, as far as I'm concerned.
Facing unprecedented threats to his underworld empire, the crime kingpin of New Jersey sits down to dinner with his family as Journey's Don't Stop Believing plays on the jukebox. A feeling of unease creeps in. After 6 seasons, we realize that any person in this restaurant could be an assassin. Then, the screen cuts to black. Allegedly, the abrupt ending had people thinking their cable had gone out. The amount of speculation and downright anger this ambiguous ending caused is still unprecedented to this day. Number 3, The Red Wedding, Game of Thrones. If this fantasy epic taught us anything, it's that you can't get too attached to anyone.
I've given you meat and wine and music, but I haven't shown you the hospitality you deserve.
Even the show's main characters aren't safe. 2 seasons after Ned Stark was beheaded for treason, his widow and eldest son and heir befell one of the most violent fates in all of TV history.
In a flash, Catelyn Stark, Robb Stark, his pregnant wife Talisa, and their retinue of partisans are slaughtered by Walder Frey's party.
Lord Walder! Lord Walder, enough! Let it end! Please!
Visceral doesn't begin to cover it. In one fell swoop, 3 pivotal characters are gone, and in the most brutal way possible. The reaction was incredible. On top of being a near peerless episode of television, it still generates conversation more than a decade later. Number 2, Goodbye, MASH. Despite lasting literal years longer than the Korean War, this war dramedy was insanely popular. While it began as a straight comedy, it changed tone and direction, as exemplified by the death of Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake in its 3rd season.
Shot down over the Sea of Japan. It spun in. There were no survivors.
There was room for the horrors of war between punchlines. This was doubly true in the series finale, which still holds the record for most watched episode of TV.
I know how tough it is for you to say goodbye, so I'll say it. Maybe you're right, maybe we will see each other again, but just in case we don't, I want you to know how much you've meant to me.
Filled with incredible and powerful moments, the most memorable scene is its very last, where Hawkeye Pierce leaves the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital for good.
I'll see you back in the States. I promise. Just in case, I left you a note. What?
His helicopter rises to reveal B.J. Honeycutt's goodbye message spelled out using stones. It's a majestic and elegant end to MASH's legendary 11-season run. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. The Snow Globe, Saint Elsewhere, a new twist on the "it was all a dream" trope. The Body, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a touching and real exploration of grief.
Good as new.
Oh, Buffy, thank God you found me.
Monica and Chandler's relationship, Friends. This was a relationship for the fans, created by the fans.
But the way the audience reacted, we realized there's more to this, and we need to pay attention.
Kunta Kinte's Birth, Roots. A powerful image for a hopeful future.
Kunta Kinte. Behold, the only thing greater than yourself.
The Moldavian Wedding Massacre, Dynasty. It became the series' highest-rated cliffhanger season finale.
Now repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Lucy is enceinte. I love Lucy. It might be hard to imagine now, but there was a time when showing a pregnant woman on TV, or even saying the word pregnant, was a big no-no.
What did the doctor say? Ethel, we're going to have a baby. We are? Oh, isn't that wonderful? I never had a baby before.
Lucy wasn't the first pregnant character on screen. That was Mary Kay Stearns back in the 40s. But when Lucille Ball became pregnant in real life, CBS agreed to include it. Just not say it.
I heard you sing a number called We're Having a Baby, My Baby and Me. If you will sing it for us now, it will be my way of breaking the news to him.
That's why the episode's called Lucy is enceinte. Funnily enough, the next episode does use pregnant in the title. Anyway, the writers found clever ways around this, and it actually turned out to be really sweet.
We're having a baby, my baby and me.
Fun fact, Lucy's on-screen birth aired the same day as her real-life one and brought in 44 million viewers. What do you think is the biggest landmark scene in TV history? Let us know in the comments.